Well, good morning, my wonderful friends. Another glorious day. Just pulled up to work. It dumped a bunch of snow last night, so the roads were not awesome yet again today. So, yeah, had to go really, really slow. Got here when I got here. But I'm here, I'm safe, and yeah, hopefully we'll have a good day today. Yesterday was a super duper long day. Really didn't have a lot of action, not much going on. I'm just trying to wrap up the tail end of a few things here, so still working on that one deal from October, guys. Still don't have an answer, don't have any idea of what's going on, and again, I've said it several times now, I just want to be done with it. Whether it's a yes or a no, what are we doing? Like, I just want an answer. Like, so I can just entirely move on and just focus on all the things to come rather than old things here. So, yeah, we'll see if we get anywhere. So, wish me a lot of luck with that. But yeah, other than that, it was a really, really quiet day. Again, didn't have really much going on. One customer, kind of funny. I talked to them Friday after work because it seemed like it was a viable client. And they gave me a budget. And I said, well, what do you think about, the Kia Soul? Like, this is a smaller, compact SUV. This will get you right in your budget range. And they were like, yeah, send us that info. And I sent them the stuff and then talked to them yesterday. And they're like, oh, no, we need more passenger seats. Well, I'm like, it's going to be extremely difficult to get something that's larger with more seating for the budget you've provided. But I'll send you what I got. Take a look. Let me know. And I haven't heard a single thing, so... And I was talking to somebody else about a Traverse. They are a very, very old lead. It was actually somebody's who no longer works here. They haven't worked here for years now. But yeah, I was talking to them. I was hoping to get somewhere with them, but I haven't heard a single peep yet back from them. Sent them a couple videos, sent them some options, and we'll see. You never know. Never know what's gonna happen. Some days really surprise me. Like last week, like. As long as nothing weird happens, and I keep saying that because I've had a lot of weird things happen. I sold 6 cars. Totally unexpected. Didn't think at all like that was going to happen. But yeah, again, if everything holds still and nothing goofy happens, I would have hit my bonus for the year. So I won't actually see anything or hear anything until these cars are paid for in full and we've got them shipped out. So I still have some work to do here with that. But yeah. It's a good feeling. Good feeling. And yeah, I got a little bit stressed out last night, a little bit irritated because, my bestie, she's throwing a baby shower for me. She got in touch with a couple of my family members. And I thought that was really sweet because I was like not sure if I was going to do something like that or not. And plus, like, I'm so busy. I don't have time to like think about that, organize it. And also, I'm not sure what the protocol is for that sort of thing. Like, do you throw your own baby shower? Or does family traditionally do it? I don't really know. But either way, she wanted to do it. And I said, yeah, sure. Then, well, that's wonderful. And, she put this whole thing together and was working with my family because they were like, well, we know this venue and we should do it in this location because it's more convenient for the rest of the family, which I'm already a little bit annoyed because I'm like, shouldn't it be what's convenient for me? Like, I'm the pregnant one here, like, and it's my party. And it's like an hour and a half drive for us in the dead of winter here. But anyway, I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm cool with that. And this was like back in November, we started talking about all this. And guess what? Apparently nobody booked the venue. So my aunt reached out to me and was like, oh, can we move it for, 2 weeks after the projected date? Because that will be available then, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, kind of taken aback. I'm like, what? Like, what happened? Like, first of all, like, that's a long drive for me, especially pregnant in the winter. And the further and further we get along, the harder it is for me to travel like that, and the scarier it is for me to travel like that. And, like, I've got my mom who's out of state who is planning on coming, and I'm like, that's just assuming that it's okay for her to just change when she's supposed to be coming in, which it probably is, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, what happened here? I guess my aunt already had, like, the invitations made, and, like... somebody dropped the ball. It wasn't my friend and it wasn't my aunt, so I'm guessing it was another family member who was supposed to get things moving with it, and they waited till like very last minute, and guess what, now it's not available. And so my aunt reached out to me and my friend to let us know, and my friend's on vacation in the Bahamas and she's got a ton of stuff going on. Like, her mom is sick, she's not doing well. and she's also like working a lot too, so I'm like, this is not cool. Like, this is really inconvenient and like just, I don't, inconsiderate, and it actually like really upset me a lot, because I'm just like, does nobody like really give a crap? Because we can cancel the whole thing, like, honestly. Like, that's how I'm feeling. It's like, what the hell? Somebody dropped the ball and they dropped it hard. So I was just like, I don't know about my friend, what her schedule's like, and she's on vacation, but I suppose that date works for me, though. Like, it is getting harder for me to travel, like, as I get further along. And my friend did respond while she's on her vacation, was like, I won't know until after this date. You know, I'm working weekends. I have all these appointments for my mom. I'm going with her. So she's like, we can always look at another venue, which I can start working on that when I get back from my vacation. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. I was like, if we can keep the date and just change the venue, like, that would work better for me too. So we'll see what happens. And then my aunt finally was like, oh yeah, well, you know, I can start calling around and looking at places too. I'm like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, it doesn't have to be nuts. You know, if we just want to meet at a freaking Fazoli's, you know what I mean? Like, get a little room at Fazoli's, have a meal, and do the thing. Like, that's fine too. Like, why, it doesn't have to be this specific place. So, I don't know. But I really was upset about that. That just showed me like an entire lack of care or consideration. So yeah, I'm like, just cancel the whole thing. How about that? Honestly, like, doesn't matter. Like, it's just Mo and I anyway, you know, for the most part. So like, whatever we need, we can take care of. So anyway, those are my woes for now. Thanks for listening to me vent. I always appreciate when you do allow me to do that in this space. Please like, share, and subscribe. I will keep you up to date on everything, of course. Still don't know anything about my car. I'm still in the freaking rental. 2 weeks later, not a peep. So, yeah. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.